Hey everybody, I am back today with another memory planner spread for you guys. I got so many nice comments about the first one I did, and so I decided that we would just keep it going, and as I work in my planner, my memory planner, I will upload the videos here. Okay, so this is the second week in August. You can see I have all of my photos printed and I have a basic layout of them ready to go. And I'm just going to go ahead and use that same Peach Ridge Cocoa Daisy collection that I'm going to use for the entire month of August in my memory planner. I'm going to go ahead and start by grabbing some of the papers. So I'm going to use this grid printable paper that came with the printables in the Peach Ridge collection, but I'm going to cut it down. I'm also going to use this kind of gingham paper. So these are both papers that were part of the printables I printed that go with the Peach Ridge collection. I am using my little punch from the Happy Planner. So I had a lot of questions about my photos. How do I print them? How do I get them the right size? So what I do is I use the Project Life app. There are other apps that do the same thing. I know PicFrame does this as well, where you can go ahead and get 4 2x3 photos onto a 4x6 canvas. For the square photos, I use a app called A Beautiful Mess, which I know is no longer available. If you have it, you have it, but if you don't, you can't get it. And what it does is it just allows me to print a square photo with like a larger border. So you can see I have that square photo there of a podcast I pretty much listened to the entirety of this week, and so I have that there as well. It's a small square photo, but the 2x3 photos I just use the Project Life app, and there's a configuration there to, it's like create small print, and then it gives you an option to have 4 2x3 photos on a 4x6 canvas. And then when I print at home, I print with a white border, which makes them just a tiny bit smaller, but I feel like they fit in those boxes better. Okay, so I have my punched papers. I'm going through the fussy cut printables, and I have my washi tape and my die cuts. I kind of have an idea of where all of these different pieces are going to go. I'm kind of getting myself set up here to decide what I want to use on my spread. I didn't forget my August Reveneer from Colorcast Designs this week. So we'll have that, and I'm actually going to layer it on top of one of the fussy cut apart pieces. Okay, so now I have to decide where I'm going to put all of my writing. So photos first, then we do a little bit of pattern paper, then we get all of the writing in place. And what I decided to do for this particular week was I decided to use the file tabs. These are file tabs that come in the kit. They're part of the die cut package that come in the planner kit. I don't use them as file tabs, but I like to kind of cut them off and play with them and use them on my memory planner spreads for some of my, like turn them upside down, stuff like that. And then I use them for my plans. So that's what I'm getting into place now. All these file tabs and any kind of larger journaling spots that I think I'm going to need for this week. So I have, I'm doing one day at a time. Sometimes I'll do the whole week all at once, but for this week, I felt like there was a lot of plans. There was a good bit of journaling that I wanted to do. And so I wanted to make sure that I kind of just had everything settled in my brain one day at a time, because there's a lot to write. So I'm just going to go through down each day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I'm going to go ahead and add my journaling. I did have to move that photo over a little bit, but you can kind of see what I'm doing with those file tabs. So I cut off the end, and I cut off the end of that hexagon as well. I'm cutting off the end of them and then putting them down and kind of butting them up against photos upside down, right side up. I'm kind of using them in a new and different way, but that's okay because I wouldn't use them the way you are supposed to. I don't use them. I don't use file tabs in any of my, I don't use them in my memory planner. I don't use them in my functional planner. So, and I just decided that I wanted to use them. I don't want them to go to waste. They're really pretty and cute. So let's do this. So you can kind of see here how I'm adding, kind of chopping off the edges of them, butting them up against my different squares, and then going ahead and adding them to my spread. So I'm just going to keep doing this. It gets a little boring, so I'm not going to make you watch all of it, but you can kind of see how I'm just going day by day, writing in my plans, different things that were going on that day. I ended up cutting apart and using a lot of this printable piece. In fact, I think I used most of it. And what I didn't use on this week, I used on the following week. And that video will go up next Sunday. It'll go up Sunday, I think, because I already have 2 videos going up next Monday. So I'm just going to go ahead and add this longer story. I like to mix up my writing. So some of the writing I do in my memory planner is like my cursive writing, and then some of it is more of like block writing. I just kind of like to mix it up. I am using my gel pen. This gel pen is from Prima. My gel pen from Cocoa Daisy that I love, that went with this kit, I broke it. It wasn't the pen's fault. The pen was fine. It was my fault. Like, I take full responsibility for breaking the pen. But that's okay, because you get a new gel pen with refills every month with your kit, which is really nice. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I have all of my journaling done, and I can just go and do some stamping. I remembered to pull stamps out, so generally I will pull stamps out before I even start memory planning, because I always like to add some stamps. I'm going to use a clay mask ink from Catherine Pooler. This ink is like the perfect, beautiful peachy color. I love it. It's if you need a good peach ink, you guys, this clay mask is totally 100% the peach you want. So I am going to layer up a dog bone, and then I'm going to go ahead and stamp this #FurKid. This stamp set that I'm using here is from Kelly Stamps. I would say if you would like it, don't walk over to Kelly Stamps and grab it, because she is actually going to stop stocking and selling her stamps, which makes my little heart so sad, but her stamps are really, really cute. I understand why she's doing it, though. It's a little crazy, the shipping, and to get her stamps, because she's in Australia. But I'm going to go ahead and this stamp is from The Paper Person. This is one of my Paper Person stamps. I pulled out specific stamps to go with specific pictures, and I'm just going to go ahead and kind of stamp them around my layout. This cute little umbrella is also from The Paper Person. This is the exact same stamp I used for one of my pages in my Summer of Stories mini album. And then this listening stamp with the headphones is from Allie Edwards. It's a story stamp, and I don't subscribe to any of Allie's kits. I just, when things go on sale, like when the story stamps and the story kits goes on sale, I always grab a couple of them. And now it is time to embellish. I have a definite way of memory planning. It kind of goes the same way all the time. So photos, then plans, and then pattern paper. Hold on. Photos, then pattern paper, a couple of blocks, then all my plans, all my journaling, stamping if I want to do it, stamping if I remember to pull stamps, and now we get to embellish. Again, this kit is chock full of not only die cuts that come in the kit, but then you get all of those gorgeous, gorgeous printables. I love printables. It's so much fun, and I am a big fan of companies that add little printables, extra things to the kits that you can print yourself. and it really makes these kits huge once you get those printables printed. So I'm just going to go through here and decide where I want to add some peaches and where I think we need just a bit more embellishment. And after I move things around and get it just the way I want it, and of course my kid's there too, this is where we are going to call this spread done. You can see him. He's 15. Well, Logan, you guys, if you've been around my channel for any length of time, you know Logan. He's so funny when I scrapbook because he just wants to come and see what I'm doing. And he always wants to ask me about all the different things that I'm using and what they do. So I'm just going through here. I'm going to add all of these adorable. I decided to go with like the baskets. I thought the baskets were super cute. So I decided to go with quite a few of those cute little printable baskets. And yeah, that's where we're going to call this layout done. I'm just going to stick all this stuff down and one more week in the book. I am absolutely loving this new subscription to Cocoa Daisy. I think it's going to really inspire me to keep up with my memory planning for the rest of this year and through next year. So cute. Thank you so much for joining me today and have a wonderful Monday. Bye.